Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this bundt cake that has completely won me over. It has a special place in my heart and I'm pretty sure it will in yours too. But you have to try it to know that. Generally, I think oranges do not get the attention and praise they deserve. Today's agenda is to eat as much cake as your belly will let you. But before that can happen, you need to know how to make it. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. We need lots of oranges. Okay, not a lot, like 5 or 6 or 7. It really depends on what size you get because we need to get 2 tablespoons of orange zest. As much as I love using lemons and oranges for baking, zesting is just a pain in the. Anyway, you want to zest only the outer skin, this orange bit. Going inwards and deeper is only going to get you bitterness. Next, we weigh. I have my flour and sugar weighed out. To my flour, I am going to add a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 4 teaspoons of poppy seeds. Whisk that and set aside. I'm so strong, I rip oranges with my bare hands. This is not even me trying hard at all. Guys, don't mess with me. You need half a cup of fresh orange juice. Fresh orange juice, not store-bought. Don't buy store-bought, fresh. Okay, now we are done and we can begin with the baking. I have to grease the tin. I hate greasing tins and I'm too cheap to buy a cooking spray. It costs about €5 and I cannot justify that spending. I need an assistant. You get free dessert. Think about it. Okay, last bit before we start baking. I have to arrange all my ingredients for the camera so I can do this. Life is good. The first thing to do is to cream your butter for 1 minute. After that, add in the sugar and cream for an additional 2 minutes. Add your eggs. I don't even know how to properly crack one open. And your vanilla extract. Combine all of that until well combined. Then add your orange zest and juice. Fat and water do not really gel well together, so your butter would look very unattractive. That is normal. For the dry ingredients and buttermilk, I will alternate starting with my dry and ending with it. So 3 parts dry and 2 parts buttermilk. As with every butter, overmixing is a no. Stop immediately or your flour has been properly mixed in. Use a spatula to make sure the sides and bottom of your bowl have no dry bits anywhere. Get your properly greased tin and pour. I was just playing at this point, just ignore. Bake in a 177-degree preheated oven for 40 to 45 minutes. While we wait, eat vegetables because they are absolutely good for you, never minding the fact that you do not like them. Or fill up your sugar and flour jars. I love filling up jars. Guys, have I told you before? I am perfectly happy filling jars for the rest of my life. Or eat really hot spaghetti and marvel at your cooking skills. Make sure you leave no strand behind. Or read a book and drink some water. Guys, the book I'm reading, or the book I was reading in this video, is titled The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And it's actually a pretty good book. I did not see the ending coming at all. Or you could just think. I think that we could take for 40 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. So my cake took 45 minutes in the oven. Let it sit for 10 minutes in the tin before flipping on the wire rack to cool completely. Say 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes. Honestly, this is the hardest part. You see this thing and you just want it so badly, but you can't and you just have to wait. So finally, it has been over 1 hour and my cake is cooled. Not completely, but enough to get glazed. I have 150 grams of icing sugar, and to that I am going to add 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Ideally, it should be orange juice, but I have only 1 tablespoon left. So water to the rescue. Still slightly too thick, so another spoon. Anyway, spoon or pour over your cake, and I should have made the last spoon half, kind of too loose. So my favorite cake of all time is vanilla cake. It kind of reminds me of me. It is simple. It does not have a lot going on, but it is a hit nonetheless. And a lot of flavors can be built from it. But then I eat this and I'm rethinking my favorite cake choice. You know those cakes that you eat and you just need water to push down? Not this one. This one is very moist, it's flavorful. You really get the orange notes, not overwhelming or anything, but it is there in a very subtle and in a very subtle way. It actually works great without the poppy seeds. I think slightly better because it is less crumbly. So if you do not have poppy seeds, do not fret. Guys, I totally recommend you try this out. Don't sleep on it. Masun, okay? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. See you next week, and please like and subscribe. And here, a very big thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed so far. We have surpassed 100 subscribers, and I am pretty stoked about it. I can't wait to say this at 1,000, 10,000, 100k. I know some people will be laughing right now without mentioning names. The haters. 1 million, 10 million. You know. Thank you guys. See you next week.